Second laboratory activity, plotting discrete time signal. This activity will help us to understand how to generate and visualize different kinds of digital signals, like the unit impulse, step, ramp, exponential, and sinusoidal signals. The main objective of this laboratory activity is to generate different discrete time signals using NumPy and then visualize them using Matplotlib. By doing this, we can compare how each type of signals behave, whether it's constant, increasing, decaying, or oscillating. First, we will import the libraries we will need. The NumPy is used to create and manipulate numerical data, and Matplotlib allows us to plot graphs as we can visualize the signals. These two are essentials in any Python-based signal processing work. Here, we define our discrete time index represented by the variable n. Using this function, we create an array of values starting from -10 up to +10, increasing by 1. Each number in this array represents a sample, a specific point in time where the signal exists. Unlike analog signals, which are continuous, discrete signals only exist at this integer time point. This part generates 5 different types of discrete signals. In unit impulse, this means the value is 1 only when n equals to 0, and 0 everywhere else. It's like a spike that often used to test system response. In unit step, this stays at 0 for negative values of n, and becomes 1 starting from 0 onwards. It represents a signal that turns on at n is equal to 0. In ramp, the values increases linearly after 0, forming an upward slope. In exponential, for n less than and equal to 0, the values decay exponentially since 0.8 is less than 1. If we use a base greater than 1, the signal would grow instead. In discrete cosine signal, this creates a cosine wave with discrete points, meaning it oscillates but only at a certain sample positions. These signals represent the main categories of discrete time signals used in digital signal processing. Here, we use for loop to automatically plot each signal one by one. Inside the loop, it creates a new graph window. In this function, it used up to plot discrete time signals. Each sample appears as a vertical line with a dot at the top, which clearly shows that the signal exists only at the integer points. Then, we have our titles, labels, and grid for better readability. Let's describe what each plot looks like. The unit impulse shows a signal spike at n is equal to 0. The unit step stays flat at 0, then jump 1 at n is equal to 0, and continues. The ramp linearly increases after 0. The exponential decays toward 0 as n increases. The cosine wave oscillates between -1 and 1 in a repeating pattern. These differences help us identify what kind of signal we are dealing with, whether it's constant, growing, decaying, or oscillating. To wrap up, this activity showed how easy it is to create, analyze, and visualize discrete time signals using Python. We learned the differences between various basic signals and how their plots reveal their unique character.